in springtime, roots drink deep from the wakened earth. Young leaves shine in the quickening sunlight, dance the song of the New Year's birth. The dance goes on and is never ending. The circle turns and the singer sings. The year turns round with the wood in springtime, does not care what the winter brings. The dance goes on and is never ending. The circle turns and the singer sings. The year turns round with the wood in springtime, does not care what the winter brings. When the leaves are long in the days of summer, and the light drifts through them cool and green, the great trees stir in their dreamy sleep and sing slow tales of the years they've seen. The dance goes on and is never ending. The circle turns and the tale unfolds. The year turns on, but the wood is summer, has no thought for the winter's cold. The dance goes on and is never ending. The circle turns and the tale unfolds. The year turns on, but the wood in summer has no thought for the winter's cold.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to our ceremony to celebrate Alban Elfed in Welsh, Cónocht in Irish, the autumn equinox, brought to you by the Order of Bards, OVates and Druids. This is the time of year when we begin to celebrate our harvest, and it's also this time that marks the balance of night and day, and when we begin to enter the dark time of the year. So just let me see where you're from. Roxeter, Germany, Cornwall, the Netherlands, lovely. Ciao from Italia, Cambridgeshire, Moray, Firth in Scotland, London, sunny London, that's very nice to have sunny. Maine, Mexico, lovely. Armagh, Jupiter, Florida, am I right? Okay. St. Lucia, well, that's far away. Burlington, Pennsylvania, Anglesey, Kent, Virginia, beautiful to see you all. Norway, lovely. Washington, Brittany in France, oh, marvelous. Where have we got? Edinburgh, Belgium, Brittany again. Wales, Alberta, lovely. Texas, New Mexico, Berlin, Glastonbury, lovely. San Francisco, West Yorkshire. You're all so welcome. So let me introduce you to the Eldermar seed group who are holding our ceremony this evening.
Hello, Emma. Hello, everyone. My name is Wolf, and I'm here with the Eldermar seed group. If you were flying over the Atlantic towards Ireland, towards Galway Bay, you'd see the horseshoe of lights in front of you. And if you flew over the city and out into the fields, off to the southeast, you'd see a line of hills known as the Slivolti Mountains. And as you crested the first high hill there, below you would be a little copse of trees with an old Irish cottage in it. And that's where Melanie and I are coming to you from County Clare on the west coast of Ireland.
Greetings, everyone. And Ema's asked me, especially tonight, to explain a few of the things that we will be using. Some of you may be familiar with them. First of all, we'll be using headed corn, which I think even Ema has a piece of. There we are. And this is partly part of the ritual that we will be using, but it's also a link to the Lucian mysteries in Greece, which I thought was very important. The second thing you'll notice that everyone in the group will be wearing a harvest favour, including Ema. And at the time of the harvest, the people working on the harvest and bringing in the corn or wheat or barley or oats would have actually taken a little bit of the corn, and they would have made themselves a little harvest favour, and they would have worn that for good luck and prosperity during the harvest in the coming year. I've also added autumn leaves and an acorn to represent our Druidry. So we'll all be wearing these, and they are scented with autumn equinox oils, so keep us all together. And lastly, you will see we've been using Caliac or Cónocht. And this is a very traditional, and see, Yuma has one too. Here's one I prepared earlier. And the Cónocht is actually a representation of the corn spirit at the harvest. I'm a heritage straw worker by trade, so I have to make these, but I made something very special for this ritual. And if you imagine that the people were cutting the corn in the field with their scythes by hand, and they'd be working their way across the field, and you'd be familiar with, in Cornwall perhaps, the crying the neck. Well, in Ireland, it's called putting out the hair, because as they were cutting the corn, all the animals would be disturbed in the field, from the corncrake to the fox to the Irish hare or to maybe a harvest mouse, and all would run across the field trying to get away from the blades. And as they did that, the people used to believe that they were actually the spirit of the corn that was running ahead of them, and they saw it almost like Guillaume Bark in the Taliesin story, where they shape change. So they used to believe that the animals would shape change until they got to the very last piece of corn in the field, the last sheath, and that was the only refuge that the corn spirit would have. And so it would dive into the corn, and there would be many games and festivals around that. But eventually, the last sheath was made into one of these or something very similar, and they believed that the spirit of the corn, having nowhere else to go, would then jump into this. So it is in effect a spirit house. And then this would be taken back to the farm and hung over the top of the big feast that everyone was given by the farmer. So it became kind of symbolic of the harvest above the table. And then on the very over the winter, it would stay inside the farmhouse where it would be dry and safe. And then on the very first day of spring in Ireland, on St. Bridget's Day, on the 1st of February, it would be taken out into the field. A sod would be turned, some of the earth would be turned, and it would be laid into the ground and returned to the soil, so that the spirit could run again into the field and the prosperity and the abundance would continue. So we are going to be continuing that as part of our ritual. Thank you.
Beautiful story, Melanie. Thank you.
Thank you, Ian.
So my name is Ruth, and I am also in the west of Ireland, in the soft green drumlin country of East Clare. And this evening, I shall be the herald.
We welcome you from the Rock of Gibraltar and the Pillars of Hercules. I'm Sandra, and I will be representing the South.
And I'm Kay, and we're the only two OBODs in our fair land. And I will be representing the West.
Hello, I'm Sian. I'm Hazel, and we are in Kent. We live at the base of the chalk downland, and we're very close to the sea. And today I have the privilege of representing the Lady Ceridwen. And I am North.
My name is Jeanette. Welcome. I'm from the east of England, and that's the big bulge on the right, very close by the sea. Tonight I'll be representing the east.
So, as the Eldermar seed group, we began many years ago as a small group of some Druids and some other people interested in spirituality, and we used to celebrate the festivals here in County Clare. We planted a grove, but many thanks to Dave the Bard and to Ema with our speed druidry, which hopefully many of you enjoyed this afternoon. Over the last couple of years, we've met more and more people who wanted to connect online. So our seed group has a small group of local people that will meet and go to places, but a much wider community of people sort of around the world who share we share a lot of online sort of talks and celebrations. So although not everyone could be here tonight to join us, many of our members sent us photographs to show their connection with their lands or where they live now. So we've put this into a very short slideshow, and two of our members, Paddy and Steffi, a wonderful couple of musicians who created a specific piece of music to go along with this called Even Night. So thank you to all of our members who put this together, and I hope you enjoy the slideshow.
By the power of star and stone, by the power of the land within and without, by all that is fair and free, we welcome you to this rite of Alban Elfid in the Eldermar seed group.
We have come from east and west, north and south, to be here together today.
Let us take 3 breaths together with the earth beneath us. Together with the sky above us. And together with the sea around us.
With the blessing of earth, sea and sky, may our ceremony begin.
O Great Spirit, we greet you and honour you, and ask for your blessings. O Spirit of place, O Spirit of this circle, we ask for your blessings, your guidance, and your inspiration on this, our ceremony.
Please join with us in giving peace to the quarters, for without peace can no work be. May there be peace in the north. May there be peace in the south. May there be peace in the west. And may there be peace in the east.
May there be peace throughout the whole world. Now let us join in this prayer that unites all Druids. Grant, O Spirit, thy protection, and in protection, strength, and in strength, understanding, and in understanding, knowledge, and in knowledge, the knowledge of justice, and in the knowledge of justice, the love of it, and in the love of it, the love of all existences, and in the love of all existences, the love of spirit and all goodness. Let all disturbing thoughts be laid aside.
The circle of our horizon, of our lives and our lands, of time and of the year, of seasons and of goodness, of birth and of growing, of dying and rebirth. As this circle is cast, the enchantment of the apparent world subsides. We stand together in the eye of the sun, by the light of the stars, here and now, between past and future. The earth below us, the heavens above us, and the circle around us. This is sacred time. This is sacred space.
Now let us consecrate this circle with water and with fire.
May our circle be purified and blessed with the element of water.
May our circle be purified and blessed with the element of fire.
We gather as equals in our physical form here upon earth. Each presence is a blessing, and with every breath we take, we breathe light and life into this circle.
Let the four directions be honoured, and let the gateways of the quarters be opened, that power and radiance might enter our circle for the good of all beings.
With the blessings of the hawk of dawn soaring in the clear, pure air, we call upon the powers of the east.
With the blessings of the hawk of dawn, with the blessings of the great stag in the heat of the chase, and the fire of the sun, we call upon the powers of the south.
With the blessing of the salmon of wisdom, who dwells within the sacred waters of the pool, we call upon the powers of the west.
With the blessings of the great bear of the starry heavens and the deep and fruitful earth, we call upon the powers of the north.
May the harmony of our circle be complete.
I proclaim the festival of Alban Elfed, the light of the water, at the time of the autumn equinox.
I proclaim the symmetry of day and night.
I proclaim the equipoise of summer and winter.
I proclaim the time of natural balance.
day and night in perfect balance.
But balance lasts but for a moment. From this very time, night becomes longer than day for a full half year, until at the other side of the wheel we reach the moment of equinox again. And day gains in strength and exceeds the time of night for a full half year once more.
In our year, this time of equinox marks the beginning of autumn, the evening of the year. In our day, this is the time of sunset, the time of garnering, of drawing in, of celebrating the riches of the harvest, and of preparing for the winter that is yet to come.
The outer world gives forth its bounty, and when the wheat is harvested, and the grain is not threshed, is cut and threshed, and the goodness of the land is gathered, and in the growing season ends, and the seeds fall and sink into the dark earth to be returned to the mother and spring. So we give thanks for the riches and the warmth and the riches of our lives.
And we too allow ourselves to turn inwards, to seek the nourishing power of the earth and of the mother.
This is the time of letting go to the fostering power of the night, a time of discovery of the magical powers of darkness and of the stars, of the inner realms of the goddess.
We stand at the threshold of the equinox. Tonight, each one of us shall pass through the doorway as we enter the dark half of the year.
But first, let there be thanksgiving and celebration.
There is one who waits within our circle of mysteries. We welcome you, Lady of the Harvest.
At this time of equal day and night, I bring the fruit of the earth which has grown and is ripe. They are gifts for you, the elders and guardians who have kept and give the fruit of knowledge.
From the earth its promise, from the lady her gracious gifts of upland and plain. We thankfully take the grain and the fruit. From that which is offered we build again the temple and song of the Alban gate. This offering is made in the faith of reoccurring growth, for all that is given to us is given to all, and without price. In this symbolic offering, recognize blessings upon your land forever. Let us now all partake of food and drink as it is given to us. If you have something to eat and drink, please join us in sharing this rich harvest.
Seed becomes bread. May your body be blessed.
Water becomes wine. May your spirit be blessed.
I speak for the abiding earth and her laws, now and forever. Be wise.
I speak for the seed of life, now and forever. Be renewed.
I speak for the blessings of water, the power of love, now and forever. Bless and be blessed.
As the earth yields its harvest, so too do our lives. Let each of us meditate upon what we have achieved in this year, or of that which we wish to harvest in our lives. At this time of equinox, when the cosmic tides are turning, we ask Ruth, our herald, to lead us in a visualization, that we may send back into the world some of the energy that we have harvested at this time.
So I invite you to sit comfortably and to close your eyes. Relax in the darkness and peace. Slowly, you find yourself walking along a beach, the waves rippling up the sand to your left, and sand dunes above you to your right. Out to sea, the sun is close to setting. It sits above the horizon, a fiery ball bathing you in the last of summer's warmth. There is no one else around, and you feel a warm sea breeze as you walk. All is quiet and at peace. As you continue, the dunes to your right rise to greater heights and become sandy cliffs, dyed orange and pink by the setting sun, as the waves gently crash and hiss down the beach at the tide line. Looking up, you see a rocky outcrop a little way up the sandy slope, with some worn stone steps leading up from the beach. Within the rocks, you can see the mouth of a cave. Walking towards them, you then make your way up the steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you reach the cave, it is gently bathed in warm light. The sun has touched the horizon behind you, and the cave is dry and empty, except for a rectangular stone in its entrance, which you walk around as you enter. It does not go very far back, and you turn around to watch the sunset. As the sun begins to sink into the sea, the light strikes the rock in the mouth of the cave. You become aware of a beautiful green sea glass bowl, worn smooth by the tides, that rests on the stone before you. It is brimful of crystal clear water. As you lift the bowl to your mouth, it catches the light of the setting sun and blooms a fiery red and green, bursting with the year's energy, the swan song of the summer harvest. As you drink down this radiant liquid, you will feel it thoroughly refresh and recharge your mind and body, filling you with its power. Let it flow into every cell of your being. At this time of balance, gather its force within you. Ask yourself, with whom will you share this gift? Where will you send this energy? Visualize a place, a person, a species, a situation, or an environment, and send it out into the world. Send it as a charge of power to that area that it will most benefit. This is your gift of harvest. Let the power flow from the sun and the glass bowl through you and out, back into the world. Let it flow until, at last, you find yourself at rest. The cave darkens slightly with the dusk as the sun disappears below the horizon, and the day softens to silence. Now you replace the bowl on the stone and give silent thanks. Then, slowly begin to walk from the cave back into the soft light of evening, down the stone steps. 4, 3, 2, 1. As you arrive once more on the sand and turn back towards the way you came, the evening slowly fades around you. And you return, sitting comfortably in the silence of your mind, still deep in the heart of our ritual. Whenever you are ready, open your eyes.
In silence is the seed of wisdom gained.
We thank you, gracious for your gifts, for the fruitfulness of the land, and indeed for our very lives. Lady of the ever-spinning wheel of life, we thank
Spirit of the earth, spirit of fire, spirit of water, spirit of air, spirit of all that is, of all that alive, grows and dies, we thank you.
From our birth to our death, all our days and nights are made of you.
It is the hour of recall. As the light dies down, let it be relit in our hearts. May our memories hold what the eye and ear have gained. We swear by peace and love to stand, heart to heart and hand in hand. Mark, O Spirit, and hear us now, confirming this, our sacred vow.
We swear by peace and love to stand, heart to heart and hand in hand. Mark, O Spirit, and hear us now, confirming this, our sacred vow.
We swear by peace and love to stand, heart to heart and hand in hand. Mark, O Spirit, and hear us now, confirming this, our sacred vow.
May the spirits of the 4 directions be thanked for their blessings.
In the name of the great bear of the starry heavens and of the element of earth, we thank the powers of north.
In the name of the salmon of wisdom and the element of water, we thank the powers of the west.
In the name of the great stag and the element of fire, we thank the powers of the south.
in the name of the hawk of dawn and the element of air, we thank the powers of the east.
May the harmony of the land be complete.
The circle is uncast. O Great Spirit, may your blessing be always with us. I declare this ceremony of Alban Elfed closed in the apparent world. May its inspiration continue within our being. As the ceremony began in peace, so may it end, with us all united in peace. Until we meet again, the blessings of the autumn equinox be with you all.
Harvest blessings to you all from the east of England.
Farewell and blessings.
Blessings of the autumn equinox to you all.
From the southernmost tip of Europe.
Goodbye from Sandra.
Goodbye from Kay.
From the west of Ireland.
And thank you and goodbye from Wolf and myself from County Clare. And may the harvest that we've gathered today be taken home as well to yourselves, to your families, the people you love, and to be shared with those in need and shared with love and blessings from us all. Thank you.
Thank you.
I do this every time. Thank you all for coming and for attending this magnificent ceremony that we have, brought to you by the Order of Bards, OVates and Druids. Banachti, Cónocht and Or, Alban Elfed, dFhómhair, the blessings of the autumn equinox to you all. Until we meet again, Slán go fóill. And special thanks to the Eldermar Grove Seed Group for this wonderful ceremony.
Blackberry, hazel, and elderberry hang heavy and ripe in the shortening days. Bright as a banner, the autumn leaves burn red in the old sun sky rays. The dance goes on and is never ending. The circle turns and returns again. The year burns on and the wood in autumn gathers itself for the winter's pain. The dance goes on and is never ending. The circle turns and returns again. The year burns on and the wood in autumn gathers itself for the winter's pain. When winter bites and the leaves have fallen, through the hawthorn cold winds run, through dwindling days, and cool-leaved holly keeps safe the memory of the sun. The dance goes on and is never ending. The circle turns and the singer sings. The year burns low, but the winter wood still holds the memory of the spring. The dance goes on and is never ending. The circle turns and the singer sings. The year burns low, but the winter wood still holds the memory of the spring. Still holds the memory of the spring. Still holds the memory